Alrighty then, hello everybody and welcome. Today I wanted to talk about something that's going to be a little bit dark. So, if you're a little bit squeamish about certain things like that, perhaps best idea to probably stop watching now. But today I'm going to talk about male suicide. And the reason for why I'm going to do that is because somebody, I don't really know them, but somebody who is very distant from me, who I've met once, has done it, right? And I just kind of wanted to, I'm getting a little bit annoyed with it, and I kind of wanted to basically give like four or a few reasons and in what guys who feel hopeless can do to basically get them out of that state. Because I don't know whether or not they don't know, or whether or not anything like that. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it is just they're just flat depressed. Like say for example, anything, all the things that would make somebody happy, you have those, but you're still upset. Then it probably is something to do with like maybe depression or something like that, and then you should get it checked out. But normally, if you go down the list and you're missing some of these things, then that is what typically is one of the reasons that could be causing you to feel this way. I mean, perhaps not, but I just kind of wanted to give my little 2 cents on it because it's been stuck in my head for a couple of days or a few weeks now, where it's kind of happened, and it's just like when it happens to someone like that, you're like, I just think to myself, damn, like this person is never going to be able to do a lot of the things that they wanted to do ever again. Like they can't do certain things, and you know, guys just dropping off like that. It's upsetting, and I just kind of wanted to give maybe a little video on explaining maybe how they can get themselves out of that. And it may not help, but it may do. And if it does, that's what I'm going for here. So I think I've broken it down into four things. So these four things are what I think a guy should have to basically keep that at bay. So thing number one is a purpose. Now, say for example, if you're a guy, you don't have a job, or you don't have, it doesn't even matter like a job, but say for example, if you give a guy £1 million, right, but they don't do anything, that can still lead down the same way. So you need to have some sort of purpose. I don't care what it is. Your purpose could be you're really good at pottery. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just try and gun for something. Try and aim towards something. You want to get stronger, and you want to train at the gym all the time, and you want to become really strong. Good. You want to become, like in my case, you want to practice drawing, and you want to get really good at that. That's another one. As long as you've got a goal, and you're pushing yourself towards something to get better at it, that feeling of doing that, it gives you that purpose. It keeps you sane in a sense, because you're always trying to get better and stronger at that thing. And some of these things, when you do that with it, especially at a professional level, that's where money starts coming in, and then you can obviously use that to do whatever you want with. And it helps because obviously if you pick what that is, then you can
You
basically.
stupid bitch, said leader.
And my friend's trying to get hold of me, but yeah, you can basically you'd have you've picked it, so it's like, oh, I might actually enjoy this, right? So then not only do you enjoy it, but you're striving towards it, and it's a whole good loop thing all the way up. But that's just one of the things that I think would basically help. I kind of lost my train of thought there because that message distracted me. Shit. That's number one. So number one is purpose. Number two is, I would say, family. Try and have some sort of strong connection with family. Your loved ones, mother and father, of course, siblings, of course. If not, I would say, I don't know if saying building that is a good idea, but I would probably say, maybe you have a step parent or something like this. You want to really have that solid connection with them. In later on in life, maybe it leads on to another point, but I would say maybe like a partner who you can seriously connect with, and then obviously children, which will that's your sort of family. So you create the family, and that leads on to obviously so family is the second one, but it leads on to the third one, and the third one is a lover or some kind of partner. I mean, typically the partner one's probably the later ones. You don't really. If you have like a few of the others, you can go a long time without a partner. A partner isn't a necessity, but I definitely feel like somewhere along the line, most people want a partner. Okay, I mean it's very natural to feel that way and to want that sort of certain thing. And if you don't have it over a certain amount of time, maybe that can lead to certain things. I would suggest probably not if you're really good at the others, but maybe later on in life again, still. I would think so. So yeah, I would definitely suggest doing that. But I would suggest getting the others first. So if you're not got any of these things and you're like, oh, I'll go for a partner first. Typically not. Don't do that. I would say go for purpose first, or family. One of those two, because family you might already have, or you can connect with, and they're very very strong with. Or purpose you can sort of do in your own time, and dating is a little bit different because well, as a load of people know, taking girls out and doing all this thing is going to cost money and da 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 da, and you go down all that whole rabbit hole, and you purpose or family first, okay? I think the fourth thing would be being very social or being or hanging out with friends a lot. I know that if you have a very strong family or if you have a partner, they do fill that void most of the time, but people who spend a lot of time with each other after a certain amount of time, you talk to the same people, and maybe over a certain amount of time, I'm not. It might get stale, it may not, but having maybe being a little bit more social, maybe going to places that are like that, or doing things with friends, it just breaks it up a little bit more, and I think that generally has a better effect on your basically mental health than what you think, because obviously there's a saying that sanity is kind of outsourced. So I definitely think that is another one that you kind of want to consider. But that's the four things, and I would probably think that after the four things, whatever else. But I think those four things are definitely what you kind of want to keep you out of that, because I've noticed that the guy obviously in question that happened, I don't think he really had a lot of these things. And he had kind of the family, I would say, but not the others. And I would also suggest that if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, you're saying, Liam, I don't know what I want to do, or I'm very confused, I can't pick something. Fair enough, and I've got a solution to that as well. Actually, I used to be like that. I used to be like, I don't know what to do, don't know what to pick. What I would suggest you do is, basically, people have a dominant personality trait, typically, perhaps. So, and these different personality traits basically mean that you might be better suited for certain positions than others. But yeah, that's the sort of thing. So that's just kind of my little talk on it so far. Thank you very much for guys for watching this. If it did help you and you're sitting there thinking, oh damn, I didn't consider that before, that's a new perspective, and you try some stuff out and it does help, then cool. That's the purpose of this. If it helps you, that's exactly what I'm making it for. But yeah, but thank you very much for watching this, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.